Okay, it's another tutorial video here. This time it's for the OPT7 HID conversion kit. This is going to be a two-part video. The first part of this video is going to show you what's in the box, how to hook it up. Also in this video is going to show you before and after looks. The second part of the video, it's going to show you under my car, under the hood, where I ran all the wires, as well as where I placed the capacitor and the ballast, so you can have a rough idea how to place them. Also, the second part of this video is going to show you about 10 to 11 months in after purchasing this kit and showing you what it looks like, so you can have an idea of what it looks like when you first install it and a year from now how it looks, as well as I'll give my opinion and tips and whatnot at the second part of the video. Just make sure you watch both of them, because they're if you're looking to get this kit or something similar, it's the best thing is to get yourself educated. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments in the description down there, and give me a like. Thanks. Alright, this is another HID kit. If you watched my last video, that last kit couldn't work for mine, and that's because it didn't have everything I needed. This one does. What you got here is, in this box right here, you're going to have your ballast and bulbs. And I do believe these are just extenders in case your bulbs are a little too short and can't meet the requirements. These are your capacitors right here, and this is your relay kit. So I'm going to open all these up, and I'm just going to open one bulb, and the opposite side is going to be exactly the same as far as connection wise, and I'll go through the setup, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so right out of the box it can be very confusing because this relay kit has a lot of wires, but if you plug everything in correctly you won't have an issue. You'll have this positive connector that needs to go right on your battery, and then you'll have a negative one that you can ground anywhere. And then you'll have two of these female connectors that's coming out of the relay, one shorter than the other, and you'll have a male connector as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to disconnect your bulbs from your stock bulb from your car, and then you're going to plug one of your bulbs in to this, the female connector from your stock bulb into this male connector right here. And what the rule of thumb is, these two shorter wires, which is the female shorter wire and the male shorter wire, these two are the same length, will plug into the driver's side, and this longer female wire will connect all the way back over to the passenger side into that bulb. So what you do is, like I said, this connects into the stock female adapter from your stock bulb, and you're going to go ahead and take this female connector right here that's coming out from the relay, the shorter one, and you're going to want to plug it into either your ballast or your capacitor. Some cars may need the capacitor, some don't. This is the capacitor, what mine looks like. I need it. This basically eliminates any flickering issues you may have. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that female connector and plug it right into the capacitor. There's only one way to connect. And the opposite end, you plug directly into the ballast right here. When you connect that together, the ballast then has two cables coming from it, male and female, and then you get your bulb, and you plug those two into here. These can only go one way, so you can't mess that up. Just make sure you plug it in and you hear it click. Like I said, watch my last video and I'll show you how to connect those. But the main part is just getting this relay kit all situated, and I would suggest connecting everything in first, and then turn your headlight on to see if it turns on and stays on before you plug this bulb in, because if it doesn't work, you want to make sure that you hook it up properly before you have to undo everything. And these capacitors, you want to make sure you hook these up correctly. My last video showed make sure you go hot and hot and negative and negative. Red's hot, white's hot, black's negative, and brown's negative. But Most cars will have black and red, so you can color code them. So make sure you plug that in correctly. So we'll go over this one more time. So from your relay, you're going to have your battery connector, and you have your ground connector. You're going to have one male and two females. This one male connects to the driver's side stock bulb connector. Okay? And both of these females connect to their capacitors, which are these right here. And then from the capacitor, you plug straight into the ballast. And then from the ballast, you connect into the HID bulb. Now, we're only connecting one stock bulb unit to this relay. Remember that. You're only connecting one stock bulb unit to this relay. You're not, the other one, when you disconnect, I would tape it off and secure it out the way. This one requires power from one of your stock bulb units. It doesn't require both. You just secure it and put it away. Make sure to read your instructions. It specifically says that in there. And not every car, remember, not every car needs these capacitors. This is optional. I'm putting it in mine because I had flickering issues with the last HID kit I installed. So remember, unhook your bulbs. From the driver's side, you plug in that stock bulb wiring into this. It's a female connector, you plug it into this male. On the opposite side, you tape it off and you put it away. And you're going to have your ground, and you're going to have your battery connector, and you're going to have two females. These two females then connect into your capacitor, and then from your capacitor into your ballast, and from your ballast into each bulb. Right? Remember, you're going to have two bulbs, two ballasts, and then two capacitors, but only one relay kit, excuse me. So hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, shoot me a message, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can.